Welcome to MMA Fighting's Usyk versus Fury 2 Watch Party! Watch along with MMAfighting.com for the highly anticipated rematch for the Unified Heavyweight Championship between Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury. Can the fan-favorite Fury get one back on his foe? Or will Oleksandr Usyk put Tyson Fury behind him for good? Find out now with MMA Fighting's Usyk versus Fury 2 Watch Party!
Welcome to MMA Fighting's Usyk versus Fury 2 Watch Party. We are live, not in the same room together, but Jed Meshew and I are here to watch some fisticuffs between two of the best heavyweights in the world and a rematch of a fight that just absolutely blew us all away back in May. We're talking about Oleksandr Usyk versus Tyson Fury 2. Jed Meshew, how we doing, my friend?
I'm doing terrific, Mike. I would like to say I'm feeling refreshed. Had a slight vacation. We did our Christmas early this year. Came back and I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for the final thing that we will do as far as live coverage for the year 2024. And it's weird, right? Like we don't do a ton of boxing stuff. We did the first one. That fight was banging, and this fight will also be awesome, but it does feel like oddly down. There's just a lot of other stuff going on in the world, so this does not feel nearly as epic as the first one did. But nonetheless, I'm excited to be here with you, my dear friend.
Yes, we're 4 days away from Christmas. That everyone wants to go shopping, so we got that going on. We got college football playoff stuff happening. We got NFL stuff happening. I mean, just a billion things going
it's
on.
not an undisputed
this
title
fight.
anymore, Mike. It is
It's true.
for what did they call it yesterday at the weigh-ins? He said something that was just like the consensus best heavyweight because he couldn't say the undisputed heavyweight champion. And so it was very, very silly that this is not like we all know what this is and the politics at play in boxing, but just one more thing on the list of other issues with this as compared to the first matchup.
Yes, I think we're both in a good mood. We're not in as good of a mood as the gentleman who just won a Mercedes. Turkey Al-Sheikh just drew a fan seat, and he was incredibly thrilled to win a brand new car. So congratulations to that gentleman driving away with some luxury. Good on him. As we are preparing Jed Meshew for the co-main event of the evening.
Do you think they shipped that car? Like, what if he flew to Saudi for this event and is like actually lives in England or something? Does he have to pay to ship his Mercedes, or do you think Turkey handles that for him?
First of all, that would be incredibly funny if that were the case. But
Here's a
I'm
new
not really
car. It
sure.
will cost as much to get to your house as it would have to buy it.
Yeah, I haven't read the terms and conditions of this giveaway, but yeah, I would assume the gentleman is local, or they may have rigged it to be such so they don't have to pay for said shipping. But yes, I see
mean,
the
it was
question
definitely
here.
rigged.
How many fights until the main event? One. We get the co-main event. Moses Ituama versus Dempsey McKean is about to kick off. That is the co-main event, and then we're going right to the big dogs. We just watched Serhii Boachuk just beat the soul out of Ishmael Davis.
Yeah.
Ishmael Davis might be the toughest man in the world because he got absolutely run over and just took a beating and just kept on coming and just took more of a beating. And then finally the referee was just like, no mas, we are done here. And that was it. Very impressive performance for Serhii Boachuk. So what we're going to do is obviously we're going to watch this co-main event. And if something, oh, boo, come on. That's just mean. That's just very, very mean. He's a very happy man.
It is just mean. I missed all of that. I did not see it. So I don't know what that
I've
fellow
never
looked
seen
like.
him in so happy. Yeah, it was, I mean, he wins. You got to see his shocked reaction. And then they followed him all the way up to Turkey Al-Sheikh, just POV the entire way. And then on top of that, you could pan to like the thousands of empty seats in the building right now. Cause this is one of those events where all the celebs and stuff, there are some here. Jason Statham's in the building and there's others, but there's a lot of empty seats here. Maybe they're going to fill up once this main event starts, but yeah, it's just one of those things. So we'll take some questions if you guys want to mess around and do that. We can do a little Q&A while this co-main event's going on. We'll obviously react to it as it goes down, and then we'll get after it. I have a counterpoint, guys. If the promoter says, I want that guy to win, and later that guy wins via robbery, it looks bad in terms of reputation for both the winner and Turkey. Nah? What are we talking about here?
I'm going to guess the questionable decision that was rendered earlier in the evening. I'm going out on a limb here and say that is what is in reference to this.
I didn't know it was a counterpoint because that was the Johnny Fisher Dave Allen fight. Yeah, that was bad. That was some pretty dodgy judging.
Very, very poor judging. I will say this. I know boxing just has like awful judging constantly, and I rarely think that it is crooked. Sometimes even I'm relatively not conspiratorial. Sometimes I'll even be like, that seems a little fishy there, but my guess is that it's, the old adage, don't ascribe to treachery, what incompetence will cover. Boxing judges are just incompetent and always have been.
Yes. Sergey Bochuk, the only finish of the card, by the way. This is described in our Slack channel as a PFL event for the boxing world. And I got to tell you, it's feeling that way. This thing started, I think, at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we are approaching the 6-hour mark, and we'll be well beyond that once the main event is happening. So, question here, is Royval versus Kopp a done deal? I don't think pen has gone to paper, but I would say it is all but done. So both guys have pretty much confirmed that it's happening, but from what we understand, contracts have not been officially signed, but it's all but done.
Like it's the ever-present rule. If it's on MMAfighting.com, great website, it's real. This is
And
in
it's up
fact
there
on MMAfighting.com.
Yep. And that is a terrific fight. I cannot wait for that one. 5 rounds. I think it's a main event. It's a number one contender fight. It's the fight I've wanted since Manel Kape got to the UFC, and we're finally going to get it. So I'm very excited for that one. Brandon Royval probably could get a title shot right now. So to you, Jed, does this mean we'll get there in a second? Does this mean we're getting Kai Kara France versus Alexander Pantoja, or are we getting Brandon Moreno again?
I think we are getting Pantoja gets a little bit of a breather, right? Like, I think Pantoja has been active. If he wants to stay active, maybe he does just kind of get Brandon Moreno or Kai Kara. Like, one of those two could happen for him. But I think that this will probably mean, hey, Pants, why don't you just sit out for a bit? Because this is such a clear number one contender matchup between Kopp and Royval that they settle up in, what is it, March? Is that when this is targeted
March
for?
1st.
Yeah, they settle up in March 1st. They settle up in 2 months functionally, and then take a little bit of time in the summer. There's rumblings of a return to Brazil at some point in the summer months, so maybe that does end up happening. Maybe you just hold they just don't need Pantoja this early. They've already got January and February covered. I think there's a certainly broad belief that Topuria will be fighting some point in March and April, somewhere in that, to defend the title. Got enough other things going on that they do not need to rely on Pantoja. Let him have a little bit of a breather since he did just defend his belt, and the winner of this will get that. And then I think we're going to get Kai Kara France's maybe runs it back with Brandon Moreno. Maybe that's where we end up going. Maybe they just find something else to fill time for all of these other entities swirling around. Maybe we get, Mike, the Battle of the Kais. Could absolutely happen, the name battle. But I love this matchup because I think it solves the who the hell is going to fight Pantoja next question, because there are a lot of people with like either a bad claim or a weak claim to a title shot, and this fight just solves that. The winner of this fight, there will be even more time. If Royval does win, he'll have strung together several wins at this point. There will be more of a gap between when he most recently lost to Pantoja and when they would be doing battle again, so it would make more sense. And then obviously if Kopp wins, 2-fight winning streak, arguably one Mahayev and is actually on like a 10-fight winning streak. So I think this just solves all the questions. I think it's a great matchup, and I'm very, very excited for it.
Yeah, I think if you get 3 wins, you're good. You can get back in there. So
plenty of a resume built in between there if you've got 3 wins.
God, it's going to be a great fight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. UFC calendar is looking pretty darn good right now. So we shall see how that all plays out. We can pull up some more questions. Co-main event would start. Mike, who do you think will win? Usyk versus Fury. Jed, I'll ask you first. Who you got here?
I am taking Usyk. I have a bet on Usyk. In fact, he won the first one. I thought like the first one I was very, very up in the air about, because I think Usyk is a better boxer, but Fury's obviously a bigger man. Fury's getting a little bit older. Then we saw it. Like we saw what happened, and Usyk mostly had the run of play in that bout. I know it ends up being a split decision if I'm remembering right, but like Usyk was getting the better of him. His footwork was too strong. He was much too quick for Fury. His power did carry enough. And Fury maybe is getting a little older, chin's fading off. And then when Fury has decided to come in heavy for this fight, it's 20 pounds, I think, over what he came in for the first one. Uh, I don't love that. Maybe that strategy will work, and maybe it denotes that Fury is going to come in and do the hug and hold and wear on him and that kind of the Gypsy Fury stuff, right? Like that he beat Klitschko with once upon a time, like did all that. I don't love that as his plan against Usyk, but I could absolutely be wrong. Like Tyson Fury knows more about boxing than I ever will know about boxing.
Oh, we already have a knockdown.
Ooh.
This might be it. Ituama just bolted McKean halfway through the round.
Ooh, I mean, he
looks out to lunch. I don't know if this is getting out of round one.
maybe
Ituama is good, man.
He
He's
took that
young too. I
stumble
think he's
getting.
like 19.
I have no idea. McKean took that stumble getting up and then did reset himself, but boy, he is.
Oh, that's got to be it. Oh my God. Left hand by Ituama. Why are you counting this? Just end it.
Yeah, that's an unnecessary thing.
Oh, yeah, it's over. His team went in there. It's like, all right, what are you doing? This thing's done. Jeez.
It was
This
a
dude's
360
got
knockdown.
hammers.
So what was the necessity? He literally spun and was sitting reverse to where he started.
Wow.
That's how you co-main event right there.
Yeah. Ituama understood the assignment. Get through this quickly so we can get to the main event.
Except for
Wow.
we're probably not. The issue is the estimated ring walks were like 6. So we may in fact be here for like an hour.
Oh yeah. Well, this is what we're here for. We're here to answer questions
fun.
And yeah, that was an obliteration.
Yeah, those tough scenes.
Damn.
I have to reset my stream because I was clearly a little behind you there.
Yes. We will have the time perfectly lined up for the main event, of course. But yeah, we were hoping that's how this fight would go. And boy, did it.
Did exactly right.
He's still in bad way in the corner over there. McKean. Guy, he was a trier. He tried his best in there. And that's all you could ask
for.
We
love a trier here in this fantastic place.
Yes. So there you go. There's the co-main event. We're just two guys walking in the ring away from this rematch happening. So stay tuned. We will let you know when that goes down. And in the meantime, we can continue to answer your wonderful questions. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, because you're picking Usyk.
We're talking about Usyk Fury. I'm taking Usyk to win a decision, maybe a little more authoritative this time, but we'll see if Fury being bigger is the plan and if that's a good plan.
Yes. I have 2 bets on this fight. Tyson Fury by decision at plus 345. And I have a bet on a draw at plus 1400. Because wouldn't that just be so boxing for these two guys to put on another classic? We built this all up. It didn't get the hype that they were probably hoping for. And then they fight to a draw. And then we just have to do it again. So either way, I think we're going to do it again. But those are the 2 bets I have.
I mean, I think it would be the most boxing for Fury to win a bad decision. And then we have to do a trilogy because that's just how the game works.
Which is very possible with how the judging has gone down here.
So possible.
Thus far today.
Man,
pretty
he just killed McKean. He just
360 knockdown.
Ran him over. That left hand that ends him is, I mean, it's thrown from Nebraska. He has reached all the way in his back hip.
The towel is in the ring. The towel is in the ring, and the ref keeps counting, which is
got to count.
Just hilarious. The towel is in the ring.
Ooh. Wow. The tower fell. Tough. Boom. Yes. I could keep rewatching this replay a lot. It's pretty enjoyable.
Yeah, dude didn't even not one bead of sweat has left this man's body.
They just started. Barely going,
Even in the ring intro, he was just kneeling down in the corner. He wasn't standing, wasn't hopping around. He was just kneeling in the corner, just relaxing.
Yep.
Jed's going Usyk. I'm going Fury. Because why not? What else we got? Is Figgy fighting for the flyweight title? Why don't Baraglio and Vittori just fight? Those are a couple of very interesting questions.
You could convince me that this does mean Figgy's fighting for the flyweight title. I don't think so. I think Figgy is very smartly keeping his name in the conversation, right? Because why not? People called you out. Maybe if they do offer you a title shot, maybe you say I could take it. I don't remember who it was that pointed out. Maybe it might have been you or somebody else on a show, or honestly, maybe it was like Luke or Brian or somebody on another podcast I was listening to. I don't know how interested the UFC really is in that, because if Figgy wins, does he want to stay really at 125? So it's just kind of a one and done thing. Maybe the UFC decides they don't want to do that. It's not, the juice is not worth it. But I don't think Figgy really wants to do that either. He doesn't want to have to commit to making the weight. And then if he wins, commit like doing that again, because he'd had so much success at bantamweight. And even, there was not a big amount separating him and Piotr Jan at bantamweight. So he probably doesn't feel that he needs to drop back down in order to get a title shot. So, like I said, I think no, but wouldn't be shocked to be incorrect here and they pull in the trigger on Figgy, and I wouldn't hate that. That would be sick.
I would have an issue with it. Well, his last flyweight fight, he got destroyed by Brandon Moreno. Like, not competitive for a second. He got his ass beat by Brandon Moreno. And then he just lost to Piotr Jan. Like, I know that like Piotr Jan is a great fighter, and it's no shame to lose to a guy like that. But he lost his last flyweight fight bad, and then just lost again. And there are guys who are coming off of wins, some very impressive wins, that deserve it more than he does. It would be a fine. I mean, would I be pissed if they made that fight? No. But if I'm going to have a problem with Kamaru Usman getting a title shot after losing to Khamzat Chimaev, I would have a little bit of an issue of Figueiredo getting a title shot coming off of it was a fun, really good fight, losing to Jan, and then after his final flyweight fight, just getting knocked around the ring or knocked around the octagon. I just don't love that. Get one win against literally anybody, and then you can fight for the belt. I don't care. But I just don't like when people just are like, well, I just lost a bantamweight, so I'll just drop down to flyweight and fight for the belt again, even though there's 5 guys who have a better case than I do.
I don't think the Usman thing is a fair comparison. Usman's lost 3 in a row. Usman's lost 3 in a row. Figgy is not. If Figgy has a win over the champion he would be fighting, Usman does not. Like, those are just not the same thing. You do want to argue that there are 5 dudes at flyweight that have a better case. I'm sure. My issue is that none of them have a good case, so I'm kind of like okay with it, just to give us something new, because I don't want him to just fight the same 3 dudes over and over again. And so I don't really want him to fight the Brandons right now unless they make a undeniable argument that they deserve it, like Royval would should he beat Kopp here. So I wouldn't hate it. Like, I'd be totally okay with it. I just don't think the UFC is going to do it.
I don't either. Because, Figgy's look good at 35. There's no doubt about it. His wins are against Rob Font, who's a fine fighter, Cody Garbrandt, who is maybe the 40th best bantamweight in the world right now, and Marlon Vera, who is tough as shit and good, decent fighter, pretty solid, but doesn't have a top 5
2
win
top
at
15
right
wins.
Yeah. Well, maybe, I don't know if Vera was top 5 or not. I don't think he was.
No, I don't even think Vera's ever been top 5 even in the UFC's rankings.
So there you go. But I mean, look, if they made it, is it going to be a terrible fight? Absolutely not. Is there a story there? Sure, because Figgy beat Pants. But there would be interest there because Pantoja cannot be hurt or dented in any way. So it wouldn't be my first choice, but I wouldn't love it, but I would learn to live with it. Eddie Hearn in the house.
Of course.
What else we got? Would you be against a 1-fight card when crowds are hurrying up and what is that? Aren't turning up. Okay. So would you be against a 1-fight card when cards aren't turning up when an undercard has no notable names.
Not entirely sure I know what this question is asking.
He's basically, I think what he's saying is, why do an undercard when we're here for one fight? Just do one fight.
Um, I mean, there are a lot of reasons. One, history. Like that's just not how it's done. Two, there are reasons to have undercards in a promotion. It lets has time to allow the event to build, right? Like instead of just, hey, here's one fight, go. People feel certainly if they are attending that they get their money's worth as opposed to, some people may choose to just show up for the main event in the same way that concerts you may choose to show up for the headliner and miss the opening acts, but you want time for people to trickle in. You want time for that to happen. You want to get the crowd warm, preferably. That is one of the roles of an undercard, to get a crowd to be there, to be partaking in the event and kind of amped before just having to go 0 to 100. You want the anticipation to be there. Yes, people aren't turning up. The seats are pretty empty here, but some people are there, and that's sort of that speaks less to, hey, we should just do one fight, and more to, they should probably do a better job of promoting this thing. And I got to tell you, they don't care, because their primary purpose is really not to promote fights, it's to promote Saudi Arabia. They would do a lot better to be promoting this fight not in Saudi Arabia. Like if they were holding this fight somewhere in England, it would have been packed out immediately from the get-go, but that's not their primary purpose, so they don't give a shit.
Yep. What else we got? There's Tyson Fury getting mitted up here. What's your thoughts on Colby calling out Gilbert Burns to a fight and blaming the doctor for stopping the fight and saving him from further beating? He said the doctor didn't know what she was doing. So again, I think we're kind of on the same page where I don't think either of us loved the stoppage. We understood the stoppage, especially when the doctor is saying, yeah, it's not the worst stoppage we've ever seen. But I also kind of agree with Dana where most doctors are probably going to let that go. But the doctor looked at it and was like, this dude's going to lose his eyelid. And when you hear a doctor say that, you probably have to stop the fight at that point. So I don't think this would have gotten any better for him. This to me was very reminiscent of the Masvidal Diaz BMF title fight, where Jorge Masvidal beat the hell out of Nate Diaz. That fight was not close or competitive at any point. It was just one-way traffic for Masvidal. Anything Diaz tried to do, he couldn't, and Masvidal made him pay for everything. This fight was shaping up to be exactly the same way, and Colby's big case was I was starting to break him. It was 1-1 heading into 3. He was starting to slow down. I was eating all of the shots. He didn't even hurt me, even though he got dropped at the end of round 1 real bad. It just wasn't going to get any better for him. So I don't mind the stoppage there because Buckley's just going to keep tuning him up for the rest of the fight. So yes, but the big question is, do you like the Gilbert Burns fight? Is this the fight to make?
I both like it and hate it. So on the thing, I think Colby is saying what Colby was always going to say exactly this. We said it on the watch party. Like, yeah, this is how this is gonna. This is a gift for Colby in that not the watch party, the post show. Sorry. This is a gift for Colby in that it gives him an excuse in a fight he was losing, and he's taking advantage of it as we anticipated. Plus, this is also a man who has no issue questioning people who have more expertise than him. So, like, what else do you think he's going to freaking say? He's going to say the doctor doesn't know what being a doctor is. So it's fine. I think it is an incredibly smart call out Gilbert Burns. I would also suggest that the way Colby Covington doesn't believe the first part of the sentence he is saying is that he is calling out Gilbert Burns. He is not saying, I was beating Joaquin Buckley's ass and the doctor stole it from me. I want my rematch. Those are not the words he is uttering. He is saying, I would have won, but for that pesky doctor. Meh. But let me go fight this old dude. Let me go fight this old guy over here. I don't need to fight this dude. Let me go fight Gilbert Burns instead. If he really felt hard done by, he would be trying to run that fight back, especially given that Buckley does not net like, Buckley called for the Usman fight, but Usman has not stood up and said, I'm definitely fighting Buckley. He's like, I'll fight whoever when I'm healthy. And so like he could campaign for it. He's not doing that. That's how you know he knows that this is not true. And so I think calling out Burns is really smart. Burns is old. Burns has been around the block. Burns is a winnable fight. Would I pick Colby to win? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to think if it gets made. But Burns is interested. Burns will say yes. Burns is, let me pull up the UFC rankings right now because I do not know where he is ranked off the top of my head, but I know that it's higher than it probably should be. Gilbert Burns is number 8. Colby dropped several spots, so a win over Burns moves him up the rankings again. It is a positive step for him in that regard. And this is a winnable fight as opposed to now I need to defend against Carlos Prates or Michael Morales or one of these young hot shit dudes going to whip my ass. So it's really smart call out. And I think the fight honestly makes a ton of sense, both for Colby personally and sort of for both of them for the UFC, how it does business. All of that being said, I kind of hate it because I am firmly of the opinion that both of these dudes are no longer top 15 talents. Like they're just too old, too washed. And I would like to have them stop holding position in this weight class if that's the case, as there are a bunch of young, exciting welterweights coming through. And so I would prefer both of them just fight back. But Burns, to his credit, has done a little bit of that. And Colby will never do that if he can help it. And so instead, the winner of this will just kind of keep eating up space that they probably don't deserve to have right now. And so I hate it on those grounds.
I did not like the idea of this fight at all from the beginning. I just didn't like it. I don't know. There was just something about it that I didn't like. And if you listen on to the next one, I was just like, no, I don't want to see it. But as time has gone on, I've liked it more and more, especially when you add the Chael Sonnen thing to all of this with the phone number, leaking the phone number, and then Chael just having a great time with it, and then Colby sort of making this the story of why he wants to fight him, just trying to protect a friend. So there's a storyline there. I'm with you when it comes to like neither of these guys are getting a title shot. These guys are so out of the championship conversation at this point. It's not even funny. And I don't want to see either of these guys fight a Prates or a Morales because I don't know if those wins are all that meaningful right now. I just don't see it, especially after what Buckley just did. So yeah, like let's go ahead and do it. Colby versus Wonderboy would make sense. I don't even hate like Colby versus Tony Ferguson if you want to do that. Like I got no issue with that. It doesn't affect the rankings that much. And Colby won't hurt Tony Ferguson very much. He might just wear him out, but he's not going to like badly hurt him. And then the other pick is I assume Michael Chiesa is going to fight on that February card in Seattle. If Michael Chiesa wins, I don't mind Colby versus Michael Chiesa. I think that's a fine fight. Again, doesn't affect the rankings all that much. Doesn't affect the title conversation. Just two guys who've been around a long time who haven't fought each other before. And the one time where it was called for, I believe, is after Michael Chiesa just kind of ran over Neil Magny on that Fight Island card that started at like 10 a.m. on a Thursday. And he called out Colby, and we're just like, ooh, that's not doing the thing. Colby's never going to take that fight. That fight makes a lot of sense now. So I'm with the Veterans Tour, not even really the Legends Tour, but kind of the seasoned vets fighting each other tour. That's where I'm at. So if they make Burns, fine. I'm okay with that. We shall see what the UFC does.
We shall.
What else we got? By the way, Jed, how are you feeling about Notre Dame getting ready to thump up on Georgia on January 1st? Because I got to tell you, I'm very excited for that.
Are you?
Be a great time. I sure am. I'm feeling real good as an Irish fan.
I'm glad you're feeling good right now. Keep feeling good.
Baby.
I got to pull this up right now to make sure that I'm not telling a lie. So give me one moment. To the best of my knowledge, Notre Dame opened as favorites, and that is already swapped.
They opened as a 1.5 favorite, and now Georgia's a 1.5 favorite.
That's right. And that money's just going to keep
I was
coming in on the
stunned.
dogs.
I was absolutely stunned Notre Dame is opened as the favorite.
I was pretty surprised they opened as favorite as well. I mean, they beat Windiana. Windiana are frauds. It's really what we learned. They beat nobody good all year. They have like 2 wins over or they played 2 opponents with winning records or something like that, and they're just frauds. I look, we might lose because Mike Bobo is horrible, but I don't. I think I feel we're gonna win the whole thing. Is where I'm at now. I've talked myself into we're going to win the natty with this albatross of an OC around our neck. And hopefully somebody will get confused and think he is good and hire him away because Gunnar Stockton is coming in. He's the second coming of Stetson Bennett the Hat. And Carson Beck's going to need to enter that transfer portal because he doesn't have a job anymore. Let's go, Gunny.
I'm so excited for January 1st. I haven't been
It's
invested in college football in a long time. I've watched Notre Dame do their thing this year. Started off not great, and then they've turned it on real good. That was a fun watch yesterday, especially when they ran off a 98-yard touchdown run super early in the game. I was like, this is great. I'm sitting there watching Sonic 3 next to my child on the big screen at the movie theater, and like on my left, I'm watching
nice
this 98-yard touchdown run, and I'm like, oh, we're going to win it. This is it. This is our year. It's happening.
Georgia are the Chiefs. That like it's ugly. Sometimes it takes 9 overtimes, but like we are gritty. We will win just ugly. We will drag you to the muddle, to the middle of the just swamp, and just drown you with us. Like it'll be gross, and we will win. That's how it's all going to be.
We shall see. Especially down here, there's a lot of people who are giving me crap already, just waiting for Notre Dame to lose, but we'll see. More of a personal question. What was the first fight that got you excited about boxing? Was it something in the childhood or watching Oscar era in a bar while chugging a beer? You said it's easy,
for
Jed.
me, Mike. What about? So my dad was a big boxing guy growing up. That was really my entry point into combat sports. The only reason I did not take up boxing as a kid, we tried. When I was young, true story, when I got punched in the nose, like just any sort of pop to the nose would trigger a violent sneezing attack. Like, so if I just ate a jab to the nose, I would then just be like, just sneeze like 6 times in a row. And that doesn't really make you an effective boxer. So boxing, because I had boxing gloves as a kid. That was a thing. My dad loved boxing. And so he would order the big events. The first boxing events I can remember being around for was sneaking around to stay up late and watch. And I didn't really have any concept of what was going on here. I think I was 7 or 8 at the time. But sneaking downstairs or whatever while my dad has somebody over to watch the Tyson Holyfield fights. He ordered those 1 and 2, and so those are the first things I was around for.
Are we getting ring walks right now? Is this happening? Or is this a concert? Can't be.
I would assume it's a concert, right? Well, I don't know. If the ring walks are 5:30, maybe
they did a tail of the tape. So there, the first boxing match. I mean, we would watch it was always on ABC because I'm kind of an old man. So Wide World of Sports, boxing was on all the time. So we'd watch different fights. The one that my dad actually ordered and watched, or somebody in my family did, maybe it was my oldest brother. We watched Michael Moore versus George Foreman for the heavyweight title. And George Foreman was 147 years old and knocked him out in the 10th round and won the heavyweight title at 147 years old. We're just
I want to say that Foreman was actually 143, but he was just fat. it was 43.
Yeah, he was an old man, but he won. He knocked him out. We were like, wow. It doesn't matter how old you are, you could still accomplish your dreams. What a moment. And then George Foreman would go on and create a grill and all these great things. But the one that really took my attention. And obviously the Holyfield fights are big. Tyson Lennox Lewis was huge around my group of friends. Was Mike Tyson's first fight after he got out of prison, because he fought Peter McNeely, who was from Massachusetts. And it was a very big deal in the Boston area that Peter McNeely was about to fight Mike Tyson. And Peter McNeely is a character, and he was the absolute perfect guy to welcome Mike Tyson back, because he was not a good boxer, but he could talk his ass off, and he could talk a lot of shit like a New Englander, like a Boston guy would. And I remember Peter McNeely steps up to the press conference and he was like, I just want to read a poem. And he was like, I'm Peter McNeely from Medfield, Mass. On January 30th, watch me kick Tyson's ass. And then he just went and sat down. It was just like, oh my God, man. And then Tyson just killed him. And it was just so funny watching Peter McNeely talk so much shit and then watch him just get obliterated by the first punch that Mike Tyson landed. But again, we appreciate a trier. Us in the Boston area appreciated the trying ability, and boy did he. So
we'll say that about Notre Dame in a week.
Yeah,
we appreciate a trier.
And obviously Mickey Ward and Arturo Gatti, like Mickey Ward from Lowell was a big deal for us, especially when he started winning fights and getting with the right people, kind of leaving his brother behind, but then his brother would come back. And then the Gatti fights were just absolutely legendary. So those are big, but yeah, boxing was just something, was just like, oh, this is fun.
I will say, probably honestly more than any fight did it, because again, I was 8. Like I distinctly remember the bite fervor, because that just broke through everything. And so like, I remember that very clearly being a thing, but what probably really turned me into like a legitimate fan in my own right, as opposed to being a little kid who likes the stuff that their dad likes, because that's what every little boy likes. Like that's how that works. The Legendary Night series on HBO. Those were unbelievable. And I would sit around and just like, whenever those would come on, and I would be watching them about the Gotti Ward or Holyfield or Ali Foreman, like those things were they probably did more than any individual program or event I've ever seen to make me fall in love with combat sports. Shout out to Legendary Nights. Those things were unreal cool.
Yeah. We have a concert going on. And it's not even a concert that you would expect. It's one man playing the drums. And he shredded them, to his credit. He is shredding the drums. He is Dale from Prestige Worldwide in the movie Step Brothers, just putting on a show. So good on him.
That's what the people came here for.
If you guys win the Natty, your head coach is going to the NFL and your OC will be promoted. So Mike, that would be incredibly funny.
Nah, it won't. One, Bobo wouldn't get promoted. Two, Kirby may go to the NFL at some point. He wouldn't go after winning this one. Like, this is legitimately Kirby's. Why would he go to the NFL would be the question. Like, he is the king of the state of Georgia. He makes a floppity jillion dollars, to steal Mike's phrase. And he has total control. Like, there are times when maybe you just want to do something. Harbaugh went back to the NFL. Harbaugh kind of always wanted to be. There are probably not like 12 people who have better jobs on planet Earth than Kirby Smart. He delivered Georgia not one, but 2 natties for the first time in 40 years. I maintain and will believe until the day I die that the only reason Herschel Walker is not a Georgia state senator was because Kirby won us natties and we could finally let go of the 1980 national championship team. Go Google UGA driving and see how many football players on our team are arrested for a horrible traffic incidents and nothing really happens to them because no one will care here. There is no other job on earth that Kirby just is invulnerable to harm because of what he has already done. And he makes $1 billion and has total control over everything. Why would he leave?
Yeah.
What do you want?
And
What, he
look
wants
at
to go take over the freaking Panthers? That sounds like shit to me.
look at Bill Belichick. He was done. He
Yeah.
got a cushy little broadcast job, and he's like, I'm gonna go coach college football. I'm gonna go coach at North Carolina. I'm gonna bring all my friends with me, and he's probably gonna be there forever,
That's what Kirby's
making
done.
a ton of money. Yeah, that's
I hate
basically
half of our coaching staff because they're bad. They're just Kirby's friends. Just like, I'll get my friends on. I don't give a shit. I'm untouchable. I am a god here. And it's true. It is.
We got a hell of a laser show going on right now. This is fun. Some holograms, some belts. We saw almost a sand sculpture of Tyson Fury. We saw one of Usyk, and it seemed like we were going to get walkouts, and we are not. We're getting a full-length interview with Adi Oladipo and Oleksandr Usyk right now, which is just what you want after a show like that.
Texas is wailing on Clemson right now, and Russell Wilson just fumbled the ball.
Mike, did you see Charlie and Tiger Woods shoot a 59 today? I did not see that.
I'm very happy with my life, Mike. I wouldn't trade my life with anyone. I might trade my life with Charlie Woods if I could. He's like 15, and his next 60 years are just going to be incredibly fun for him.
Yep. Sure is.
Wait, is that true?
Ngannou versus what?
Now I got to go check our Slack
Look
and
this
see if I
up.
missed something.
If this is like boxing reporting, then it's 30% accurate. If this is, I mean, Mike Coppinger reports it, then I'll believe it because he just
There's just no way this is true, right? Like, why would I mean? I guess Bocoli would do it as a easy win, but like he just beat Anderson. Like
the broadcast mentioned it.
I mean, like doing that in Africa would kind of be cool, but no, like if Ngannou's coming back to boxing, we all know what it is. Like, just do the fight that makes sense. Do Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Bocoli's on a win streak and would probably kill him.
Yeah. I did not know this was a thing, but I guess they mentioned it on the broadcast. So
I cannot hear the broadcast at all, so I have no idea what's being said. I'm getting that sick promo again, though.
I'm getting the DAZN commercial promoting it being the global home of boxing. But shout out to DAZN for actually not making people buy a subscription to buy this fight. Oh boy, I think it's about that time, my friends. Michael Buffer in the ring, rocking an incredible jacket.
The Buff Man.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
A spectacular fit.
This is better than anything Bruce has rocked all year. Bruce had some good ones, but this is better than anything Bruce has worn. This is special.
What are these patterns?
I don't know. Were they snakes?
Trying to see. Well, I'm not actually sure they're anything, but they look like they should be something, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I thought there was camo.
They could definitely be snakes if they are something. That
maybe
could
some
be
snakes. And here comes Tyson Fury, who has been stoic at best this week. I have had a terrific time listening to Tyson Fury.
I respect that he's
coming out.
Santa Claus.
And he's coming out to Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. And he's singing.
Oh, is he? Okay, I might have to turn on volume very slightly.
Yeah. My wish come true.
I mean,
and he's having a terrific time singing it too.
I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 here. Rocking just like a trucker hat, which I'm sure is a sponsor of some form. I can't see what's on the actual front of it because you got it on backwards. Buddy, come on. Rock a Santa hat. If you're going to do it, if you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly. Be Santa.
It's a Santa. It's got a Santa robe on. I mean, it's
I know,
good.
But does Santa ride the sleigh in a trucker hat? No.
I mean, it's 2024. Maybe he does.
No chance. He's up in the air, all that wind with the mesh back. That's how you get pneumonia, Mike. That's not. That's why you got to have the warm, cozy hat.
Santa ain't catching no pneumonia. Come on now.
Yeah, because he's not wearing trucker hats.
He's got the long hair. He's not bald either.
I mean, I feel like Santa could be bald, though.
It could
Like,
be,
it
but
would
he
not
ain't.
really change because he's always wearing the hat. So who cares if he's got white hair or not? He's got the white beard, which matters.
All right, there he
Also, I
comes. He
watched
is
Red
making the walk.
One with my family this past week,
I heard it's
and
terrible.
it's not nearly as bad as you think it is. It's not a good
Really?
movie. Dude, every Christmas movie is a bad movie. Like there are good Christmas movies. There are not good movies that are Christmas movies unless you count Die Hard as a Christmas movie. So it's fine. It's The Rock should probably just stop being in movies for a little while. His act is played out. But Chris Evans is fine. It's a fun enough movie, you know. Jack Santa is amusing.
Simmons, right? J.K. Simmons, is that his
Yeah.
name?
Yeah,
He's the
he's
man.
great. He's
That guy's awesome.
He's a good Santa. Rock's a Santa.
I'll have to check it out. Sonic 3 slaps,
You
by the way. If you
you
haven't
and
seen
your
it,
son would
go see
not
it.
hate watching Red One. I'm like really confident that it is a perfectly fine 2 hours to spend and watch.
All
I
right.
haven't seen any of the Sonics, but I will acknowledge that the trailers for Sonic 3 kind of made me want to go watch the previous Sonics.
They're all
Because
good.
that looks good.
They're all very good. This third one was, I don't know like a lot of the new age Sonic stuff, so I don't know like a lot of the new characters. Obviously, I knew Knuckles was and Tails, but there's
Knuckles,
like
Tails, and
other
Sonic.
yeah,
Shadow.
and there's shadows in this one. But at the very end, they do like the little teaser, and there's like all these new characters that just show up. And I mean, when I tell you that the theater lost their minds, I'm talking kids, adults, everything. I've never seen a theater lose it like this. And my kid was like, he lost his mind. He was grabbing my arm. He's like, Dad, I can't believe it. I couldn't even understand what he was saying because he was yelling so loud with excitement. I was like, okay, cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Tyson Fury is in the ring, folks. He is in the squared circle. Oleksandr Usyk is about to make the walk.
The thing I enjoy about the Sonic movie is that Jim Carrey was like, I'm done with Hollywood. I won't be in movies. And then he's like, except for Sonic. It's like, okay. That's such a weird thing, but all right.
Jim Carrey, Jim Carrey was Sonic 3 for me. Because like
Robotnik.
God, dude. He plays Robotnik and he plays Robotnik's grandfather.
Oh, grandfather. Okay.
Oh my God, man. It was so good. He was the best. Here comes Oleksandr Usyk. He is soaking in the moment here. No pomp and circumstance. It's just let's walk to the ring. Tyson had the Christmas song. Reminded me of Jake Paul walking out to Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree before he ethered Andre August in Orlando, Florida in a matter of seconds. Usyk with focus in his eyes, much different walkout than Tyson Fury's. We'll see if Tyson can keep focused, and if he gets out to a lead, can he not clown around in there? Because I really, after rewatching the first fight, I think that was his downfall. Usyk is so good. You cannot mess around with that guy because he will make you pay.
Usyk's fit is pretty banging. I gotta say,
this
is pretty good look in there.
He's climbing over the top rope. There he is. Oh my God. Yeah, it's very warrior-like.
Man's here about the business.
He sure is. I talked to Yuri Prohashka today. You want to talk about a guy that is just locked in and almost borderline scary. That's kind of where this man is at right now. Just to give you a little teaser, we started the interview. He was in a dark car. You could see his face a little bit. And then at a certain point, he ends up just turning the light on as he was making a strong point. But
the darkness.
I thought this man at one point was going to jump through the screen and attack me. Because I asked him about the Jamal Hill, Alex Pereira thing. And he was just like, you just want me to talk trash about Jamal. I'm like, no, I don't. But you're about to fight this guy. And he's picking a fight with the champion after he booked a fight with you. Like, my first thought was, this isn't smart because he's fighting Yuri now. Why would he do such a thing when he's got a fight booked with freaking Yuri Prohashka? And then he started, kind of talking about it. But this man, the way he talks about Alex Pereira and wanting to fight him again and beat him for a world championship, it's just, I was like,
He's never going
okay.
to.
I was like, I believe it'd just be, I just want to see the moment. I want to live in a world where I could see that moment happen just to see how he would react. Because it would change, it would be his destiny. It's like his destiny would be fulfilled. Honestly, that's how I feel. As if winning the belt a second time would be incredible for him. But if he was able to somehow beat Alex to get it, it would be like one of the coolest moments ever, I think.
If Alex
But
will
we'll
just
see.
quit cheating and quit using the spirits, I got to tell you, I am dreading that fight because if Jamal Hill beats Yuri, I will be crestfallen because that's my large adult son losing to probably my second least favorite active fighter at this moment in time. So, really got a lot of emotional eggs in the Yuri basket in that fight.
It's a big one. Jamal uber confident. Yuri like just doesn't want to talk about Jamal at all. He just thinks like Jamal is just being fake confident. But he's just this fight. He said like this fight is his everything. Like this is everything. Need this one, all of it, and he's locked in. I'm 311 friggin' rules. This card is outstanding.
Very good card.
This is not 297.
312 looks good. 310 was good.
Yeah.
Good little run we're on.
And we finally get Arman Sarukian getting his title shot. It's going to be incredible. What a start to the year.
Yeah, I would like Islam to win that fight too.
Why?
Because I like Islam. I just like
Islam. He'll get a rematch.
I'm not emotionally connected to him in a way I was to Khabib, who was one of my 4 or 5 favorite fighters of all time. But he gets a little bit of the Khabib draft on him. Like he gets to cruise in that lane a little bit. And so it would be cool because every time Islam wins, Khabib wins. And Khabib was a very important fighter to me in my fandom.
You're going to get a lot of Khabib on that card because he's got a quarter Umar and then he's got a quarter Islam in back-to-back title fights. So that'll be fun.
I mean, by January, man may have Coach of the Year locked up.
By the way, I wanted to ask you about this. Speaking of Alex Pereira, who tweeted out, not Ankalaev with laughing emojis, but Pereira does those things a lot. Pereira also posted on social media, walking through the airport in Las Vegas with Ed Soares and said they had a great meeting with the UFC and something huge is coming. What do you think this is?
So I've heard the rumors, and I see somebody even commented about it. The rumors of Hamzat, I just don't believe that to be true whatsoever. I don't know. Like I just don't know what it could be other than Tom Aspinall, but Dana is saying like, nope, Tom's fighting John still, so backup fighter for that fight, but I still don't believe that fight is happening. So I don't know. Magomedov Ankalaev, it's the only fight that makes sense for him. I don't know why this is so weird. And I feel like we are going to get there, but everything that Alex is saying seems like we're not going to get there.
Here's what I think this means. And this is just pure right in the old ticker here. Alex Pereira is fighting John Jones. That's what's happening. They have signed this fight. It is going to happen. I know what you're saying. You're all saying, but Dana said that he guarantees that John Jones is going to fight Tom Aspinall in 2025. And you know what? He probably will still fight Tom Aspinall. What I think this is John Jones has told the UFC, look, we can both get what we want here. Let me fight Alex Pereira. Let me fight this man because he's going to kill him. We all know what's going to happen. He is going to run Alex Pereira over. He's going to tackle him. And he's going to beat him. And then I will fight Tom Aspinall. He will fight Pereira first. Yeah, that's part of the negotiations.
I
Give me
hate you so
Pereira
much right
first,
now.
and then I will fight Tom Aspinall after.
I hate you so
That's what I
much right
think
now.
this means. But I'm right. I'm pretty confident that I might be right.
Except he won't fight Aspinall next because I'm old enough to remember when George said, "Yeah, let me fight Bisping, and I will stay at middleweight, and I will defend my belt." And literally, in his post-fight after winning the belt interview, said, "I had some stomach problems. I may not be able to be here anymore." And 80
Yeah.
days later, he's like, "I'm out." If the UFC, if they're doing it, if they do what you say, and I did just say the word do. If they do what you just said, Mike, here's what I believe. They are doing it as a outright lie to every fan that exists because they know John will not do it and they don't care. They are comfortable with the money that would be made in the John Alex fight. They just recognize that Dana has backed himself into a corner with saying, I'll never book John Alex. John is fighting Tom. And so they will take the out of, we'll make this, and then John can quit. And then we can say, oh no, John just decided not to fight Tom. We're really mad about it. And they aren't. So they will be perpetuating a grand lie to everybody. And I will lose my mind. If that gets announced, we have to immediately go live with an instant reaction, except for we can't because all it will be 20 minutes of me screaming just over and over and over again. It would be so ludicrous for them to do this.
My plan B, my option B is Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall, and the winner gets John Jones
That
in John's
is
final fight.
a universe better.
It's one of those two things. He ain't fight. That walkthrough in the airport was not celebrating a Magomed Ankalaev fight. It's something bigger.
I mean, there's nothing bigger than a Magomed Ankalaev fight.
I want that fight. I want it. I really want to see it. And I would pick Alex Pereira to win that fight right now. I would pick him to win.
If he doesn't fight him now, he's never going to. Because if he doesn't fight him now and then he fights him later and he loses, just like, so you really were just ducking his ass for like a full year and it kills the mythos. Like, fight him now or you're never fighting him. And I get it, but like, this just, example
I mean, look, he
8,000
fights,
of why I just
but he's
want
Alex
the
Pereira.
sport to be
It's his
normal
Alex,
sometimes.
but he'll go fight John or Tom, and then if he loses, and by the way, I'm sitting here 100% serious. If Alex Pereira does fight either of those two guys, he should vacate the light heavyweight title. Without question, he should vacate that belt for the chance to quote unquote dare to be great. However, he won't, and the
then you
UFC will
use
not
my
allow
least
him
favorite
to.
phrase.
Yes. And what's going to happen is he will fight Ankalaev after he loses that. Because I don't think he would beat either of those two guys. I don't think those matchups are particularly good for him. And then he can just go back down and be like, all right, I guess I'll fight Magomed Ankalaev now.
Man. I think that makes a lot more sense, right? The UFC just rolls the dice and says, okay, Alex, fight Tom. Because if Alex wins, John will just be like, hell yeah, I'll fight Alex. I don't want to fight Tom. I'll fight Alex for sure. So it's just rolling the dice that maybe this is the 1 in 10 times that Alex beats Tom. And if not, then maybe the fight with Aspinall becomes so big because he beats Alex that John agrees and we have to pay him an extra bump or whatever. So that fight makes a lot more sense than that. I mean, that makes so much more sense to me than, well, we're both gonna get what we want, but we're definitely gonna let John go first because this has never historically worked out against us ever. Like, it would just be like that would be a literal like 5-year-old. Oh, you'll definitely fight Tom if you fight Alex and win, right?
Yes, I will.
Like, no,
Of course
like
I will.
that would be so.
All right, folks.
So inept.
We could continue
But
to
the fight
talk
is
mixed
about
martial
to be
arts,
live.
but it's about to go down. Like literally, we already have the ref. Are you ready? Are you ready? Neither seem to be paying attention to said official, and they have now locked in. And we are off. We are off. Let me get you some time here. 253, 252, 251. We're pretty damn close. Here we go. Fury lands a big shot
I'm
early.
resetting my stream because I am not at the same time as you guys. I'm like 10 seconds behind.
Usyk's gloves are spectacular, by the way.
So sparkly.
Very sparkly, very purple and green. Just fits with the whole entire ensemble. Tyson Fury looks gigantic. Just so big. And there's Jason Statham looking on with sunglasses on at night. Usyk with a right hand to the body. Left hand from Fury. Just grazes the cheek of Oleksandr Usyk.
Another jab committing to too much here.
They're feeling it's a feel out.
It's the start always.
Especially with the fight with so much happening right now. Fury just trying to establish that jab. Usyk bouncing around. Jab attempt to the body of Usyk. Oh, there's a couple of jabs from Tyson Fury that land. Tyson pawing around. Oh, good shot from Usyk to the chest of Tyson Fury. And approaching the halfway mark here in round number 1.
Mm-hmm. Just a lot of that lead hand fight going.
Yep.
In the open stance, always the case. Both men just really trying to get past the lead of the other. Usyk still has that big
Usyk chucking him. Yep. He's trying to get inside. He threw a big combination there. 105 left here in round 1. Usyk continuing to bounce around. Fury just planting his feet and throwing that jab repeatedly. Good shot to the body from Fury.
Fury does look spry in there despite putting on a bunch of weight for this fight. Like he
does.
He's just a curious athlete as a large man who's pretty nimble. And also built.
Oh, good right hand from Fury. Fury looks way bigger, and I know he put on more weight, but like he actually looks taller, and he looks like his reach got bigger from the first fight. It obviously isn't scientifically realistic for that to be the case, but that's what
maybe
it sure
he's been
looks
stretching
like.
A lot of stretching. Gets in the rack, stretches his arms out.
Does the Jesse Ventura?
Add a little length to the tendons.
Just hangs upside down. Final seconds here. And there we go. Round 1 in the books.
Oh.
Solid round.
Round 1 in the books, you say? I will go 10-9 Fury.
I will also go 10-9 Fury.
I don't feel like deeply confident about that, but I think Usyk was really struggling to get past that reach to start. So there you go.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't blow the doors off him, but
yeah, no, not get your marker. Come on.
Let's see if we can get it to work on camera here. A little bit of a different setup. Look at that. Perfecto. That says Fury, I swear to God. You're like a child. I have the worst handwriting.
I promise you it says Fury.
I swear to you. All right, round 2. Here we go. Much more aggressive start for Usyk. Comes out guns blazing.
Comes out heating. Heating up.
Fury trying to establish that jab. Usyk definitely looks like he's feinting a lot, like he's going to charge in. I don't hate that strategy as Fury lands a couple of jabs. There's another one. Guard
very
up for
active with the lead. Fury throwing just a billion hip feints. Fury seems like he'd be super weird to box. I know that people have said this forever. He's just moving a lot all the time.
It's very wide-eyed. Facial expressions every time he feints. Usyk charges and just misses a big right hand. Fury able to get out of the way, lands a couple jabs. A nice right hand behind that jab. Usyk lands a short right to the body. Usyk back to the body. I like this. Anthony Joshua, unofficial scorecard, 10-9 Fury in round 1. Nice little left hook on the ear from Tyson Fury.
Usyk's
body work
being
is
super
nice.
active right now.
Yeah. The commentary seems to love what Usyk's doing.
I mean, he's doing a good job of kind of walking Fury back, but he is not very active. That was a fun little one. I am a couple seconds behind you.
Yeah. Jab to the body from Usyk. Definitely a much better round for
yeah, he's certainly as this round has gone on, really sticking that jab down to the body underneath the lead hand of Fury.
Ooh, nice right hand from Tyson. Final minute of the round. It's up for grabs here still. Let's see if anyone can get a big moment.
Big moment could take it.
Back to the body.
Come on, Santa.
Oh, nice combination. Oh, Usyk with the left hand over the top. Oh, we're getting some chucking now. Both guys getting a little more active, a little more busy. Oh, good little uppercut from Fury. That was nice.
That's just always been a money for him.
Nice jab. Another one. Another one. Oh!
Yeah, started
Fury with the big
going.
combination.
Oh, yeah.
Another jab. The gap has been closed. If not, that's it. Round 2 in the books.
Yep. Okay, so let's
that's
throw another 10-9 Fury on the board. I think he took it at the end there. Boom. I guess I could write
Fury
on my card.
Nah, you can just keep it 10-9. There's the corner. Sugar Hill Stewart, Andy Lee, Jamie Shelton. Notice John Fury not in the corner.
Not in the corner for this one.
I kind of like that.
Distraction.
I like that a lot. The body work from Usyk was much better.
Yeah, I mean,
but I think that moment at the end, that big combination that Fury landed, I think that was enough to win it.
That was a good right in there. You know the old adage, that's going to pay dividends later in the fight, all that body work, Mike.
Klitschko and Lennox Lewis sitting side by side. Round 3. Here we go. We are off and running. 254, 53, 52. They start that clock real quick. Holy smokes. Little left hand from Fury. Usyk back to the body. Good shots from Fury. 2 jabs and then a left hook. Usyk getting inside. He's complaining about back of the head. The referee says, I ain't saying nothing. We're letting this go. And Fury might have hurt him a little bit with that shot, whether it was the back of the head or not. But Usyk seems to be fine now.
I mean, the shots were in the back of the head. I mean, he's absolutely doing the old, the veteran savvy, the hold behind the head and then just chop in. Little dirty boxing. But that's classic Tyson Fury right there.
Sure is. Fury landed a combination. Back to the jab. Lands. Oh, good left hand from Usyk. Fury switching stances. Lands a jab with the right. Now he's back with the left hand leading. Joshua has Fury up 2-0 as well on the unofficial scorecard.
Always knew I liked AJ.
He knows his ball.
AJ knows ball.
He knows ball. We got a tie up here in round 3. Referee has stepped in and separated the 2 gentlemen, and we're back to it with 1:22 left here in round 3, excuse me.
As I watch this, I am convinced that Usyk is a better boxer than Fury, but the physical advantages Fury brings are real and substantial and make him just really hard for Usyk to deal with. Like, he's having to work real hard to find success.
Yeah.
Whereas
that was like
Fury,
my biggest takeaway from the first fight was that Usyk was just so damn good, and then he started messing around, and then he got clipped.
mhm.
I see Mario Lopez, aka AC Slater, has made the trip to Saudi.
Love AC Slater. I mean, king of Bayside High right there.
Sure is. Two-sport athlete.
I maintain, I can't stress this enough. Fight promotions. Oh, what's the new one? The Global Fight League, GFL, right?
Yep.
Guys, if you're watching, we know you are, obviously. Here's what you do: your commentary team, it's AC Slater and it's Zach Morris. You get those two together, and then throw in one person, Jed Meshew, who knows a little bit about fighting, to play the third, and you got yourselves a stew going.
You sure do. Usyk with a nice shot to the chest. Good jab from Fury. Fury's having a good time right now. That was a nice little cheeky smile after round 3.
Yeah, man. Like
I'm going
he's
Fury
getting the run
again.
of play right now.
I'm going Fury again.
I am as well.
3-0.
3-0.
Lock it down.
Scorecards could be all over the place. These are very close rounds, but uh, Fury's just getting to have a lot of free success just with his jab, just sort of being in the way.
But Usyk, we'll see. He's putting a lot of body shots in the bank here. But Fury's starting to get to the body too. I love that right hand to the body, and that was a good right hand from Usyk as well. This is a good fight. Good clinch work
Casey,
from Fury.
go solo to Mike for a second. I'm going to put some lights up as it's getting dark here, so I can no longer rely on the natural
All right,
lighting.
we are off 254, 253 here in round number 4. Let's see if Usyk comes out real aggressive, lands a nice left hand, and Fury answers with a nice combination. Fury continues to paw that jab out there. Good left hand from Fury, countering Usyk, charging in with the left. Another right hand from Tyson Fury. Usyk
All right, what
has
did I
out
miss, Mike?
a lot of the same.
Okay.
A lot of the same. Currently, with the punch statistics, Usyk has outlanded Fury 29-23, but those usually don't tell the entire story. Oh, good combination from
I'm
Usyk, but a right
surprised
hand
by
over
those
the
punch statistics.
nice little right hand from Tyson Fury.
And Fury gets the warning for pushing down on the head, which he's been doing all fight.
Yep, and will continue to do.
That's the game, man. He's the Gypsy King.
That's right. He's the
When
king.
you're a king,
Can't tell the king what to do.
you get to do whatever you want.
You get to dictate it all. It's beautiful.
You make the rules.
Usyk with the left hand to the body, and Fury answers with a right hand. Oh, good shot from Usyk. And a right hand over the top. Best. Oh, big left hand from Usyk.
There's a really good left from Usyk there.
Jab from Fury. Trying to get some respect back.
Let's try and get Usyk off him. Just, hey, man, ease up a bit.
Yeah, just take a step back.
Trying to have fun here, and you're punching me in the face. I don't care for it.
You're just jabbing me. I feel like I'm getting in. I'm like 9 feet away from you. I like the pawn from Fury. He sees Usyk charging in, and he just paws his head back. A little stiff arm action.
I mean, it really is. He just put out a whole
good shot from Fury.
8 feet of bone in the way. Just like, hey, get around this. This is difficult for you to manage.
This is a fun-ass round, man.
This is a good round.
This is a very good round.
There's a good little right hand inside from Fury.
Fury's getting a little reckless. Getting a little too reckless right now.
Trying to put a stamp on the round.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, this is what Usyk wants. For sure. Combination from Fury. 15 seconds left here. Jab from Fury. Another one.
Nam Kablam. I have a bet on Usyk, and Mike has a bet on Mr. Fury and a bet on draw.
I have Fury by decision and a bet on a draw. I get to erase Fury's name for the first time in this fight.
I'm not erasing. I'm scratching it out. And this is how we will keep track of how many lead changes there have been. But I have Usyk up 10-9 in that round.
That's an Usyk round for me as well.
I think that's one of the more clear rounds of the fight, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, Medieval
Our Slack
Madness,
channel
lots
is
of people
always
are having issues with DAZN because DAZN sometimes has issues.
Usyk. Our Slack channel is always fun on boxing fights because the scorecards are absolutely everywhere.
I mean, that's the thing about
so
3-minute
confident in the
rounds.
cards.
Like they just can be all over the place.
Where's AJ's scorecard? That's what I want to see. I trust that. He's right there.
Do you like my Christmas mug, by the way? My
by the way,
lives
Tyson
in Kansas City.
That's nice.
So I was given a Chiefs mug.
242, 241, 240, by the way, in round 5. We got a warning for the back of the head again, but not a single point will be taken. Don't you worry.
Never. That
Tyson
one
Fury,
was a legitimate strike to the back of the head.
Yes, it
not
sure
just
was.
him holding. Usyk turned and Fury popped him.
And then live odds have Tyson Fury as the favorite right now, minus 160 for those wondering.
I think it sounds right.
Usyk much more aggressive. AJ has it 38-38.
Ooh, spicy.
Oh, nice uppercut from Tyson Fury. That one landed flush.
Yeah, I mean, that got the knees to put that jolt in him.
Yep.
Might be the best single punch of the fight.
Definitely from Fury. The combination Usyk landed in round 4 was sick too.
Fury hit him with the stance switch just then again.
He sure did.
Just swapped it back in.
He's
trying to play a little bully ball.
Yep. Those sneaky little left hooks. It's just amazing how freaking quick he is with those. Usyk firing back. Fury fires back too.
Ooh, that was some real good work there from Usyk.
Ooh.
Stuck a few to the body while Fury was in the cover-up game.
Fury's got Usyk backing up a touch. Trying to get Usyk towards the ropes. Oh, good shot from Fury. Right to the body. Another jab. Fury looking fantastic.
Fury really taking over this round. Good answer after the last round, which I think was a clear Usyk round.
I agree.
Interesting. Fury just has not been able to sort of
good right hand from Fury
and get his hold and be big and heavy on your game going. He has been much more the nimble giant despite adding 20 pounds.
Oh, Fury, nice combination. Left hook, 2 jabs, and then a rip to the body. Usyk trying to answer. A nice combination of his own. And Fury back to what Fury does.
It's a very good fight, guys.
This is a very good fight. They're both smiling at each other. Usyk with the big combination.
Usyk really does look like a deranged kind of person when he smiles.
He does.
Like that not all of the screws are there.
Final seconds. Left hand from Usyk. Jab from Fury. Nice combination from Usyk to end the round. Just a fun round.
Very fun round.
I'm giving it to Fury. I'm giving it to Fury.
As you'll notice, I had to scratch out Usyk because Fury takes this round.
Nicely done.
Here's how I can actually keep up. What round was that? This was round 5?
That was round 5.
Boom.
We got a little commercial here.
Now I can keep track of my score without forgetting it already, which I'm trying really hard not to do, but probably will.
Yes. We got the corner cams. You got the advice.
So I think, Mike, you're still like about a second and a half maybe ahead of me. But when this round starts, give us a countdown and see if I can get myself back to time.
Wow. Oscar De La Hoya there. All right, we're off. Round 6. We have begun. 255, 254. We are in sync right now. Tyson Fury minus 230 on the live odds. Usyk with a combination early. Fury back right in the middle of the Riyadh season logo. Planting his feet. Trying to establish his position. This is my house.
More importantly, Mike, I know we're getting AJ's scorecard. Why? Why aren't we getting the exciting AI judges scorecard that has been much ballyhooed? Why are we not getting our very own smart ring scorecard? Keep giving us live updates on where we're at.
That is a great point, but maybe the journalism was just wrong, and maybe it wasn't AI; it was just AJ from start to finish.
I mean, it's very similar. There's just a little hook on the end of that eye, so
Yeah, it's not. It's pretty close together.
You might be onto something.
I would love to see that though. That'd be fantastic. If the
I
Joshua G
cannot
give
wait
round
to
5
see
to
the
Tyson
AI
Fury
scoring and just be like, man, that's terrible.
They got Usyk up 5 rounds to nothing.
The thing I think people just fundamentally don't understand is like literally the best case scenario for AI scoring is to make the sport worse. This is the best case, that it only makes it worse as opposed to making it catastrophic. Because what it would be, like almost by definition, because AI isn't seeing things and making value judgments, it would just be a strike counter and be like, okay, this guy landed more strikes, and so he wins the round. Which then just gamifies things even more. And people already hate that.
Usyk with a nice combination. Seems like, I don't think Fury's slowing down, but it seems like he might be taking a round off here.
This has definitely not been super active Fury this round. I think you could be
Usyk's
correct
been very active
in that. And it may just be the plan of, okay, I came out really strong the previous round. We're going to step back a little bit and just kind of do a stop-start methodology moving through the rounds, because he can feel at least decent that he is maybe not up, but at least even through the first like 4 or 5, and just had a strong round.
Big left hand from Usyk. Damn.
Now, Mike, that's the best punch of the fight.
That sure was. Fury answers with a little left hook. Just misses with the right. Usyk. Big shot from Usyk. Fury's moving backwards a little bit, but seems to be got his wits to him. Good jab from Usyk.
May be less
Fury.
of taking the round off now, Mike.
He's going to have to step it up now. Damn, Usyk.
I am less confident that this is Usyk taking the round off.
Golly. Yeah. I mean,
this is pretty obvious. The most obvious round of the entire fight thus far.
So I have it 4-2 for Fury right now.
I also have it 4-2 for Fury. We are simpatico. But Usyk has the momentum.
Oh, after that round, of course.
The big Mo is in Usyk's corner. Nothing is more dangerous than the big Mo.
Bam. Usyk with some big shots.
It's right on the forehead.
Boom. All right. Turkey Al-Sheikh just pacing around. And we're off. 254, 253, 252. DAZN's broadcast so funny because they'll be like, "Oh, there's Turkey Al-Sheikh," and then immediately the fight is gone for 5 seconds.
Yeah,
it's very funny.
So the viewers' verdict scorecard per thing is 59-57 Fury.
Okay. It's about right. I think that's exactly how I have it right now.
Isn't that right? I think that is 4-2. I believe that's right.
Yeah. Good left hand from Usyk. Fury needs to get that jab going again. There it is.
Yeah, let's see.
Lands a couple.
For our talk of him taking the previous round off, he has not really put the pedal down this round. See if maybe he is just starting to fade. A lot of early body work from Usyk. Maybe he is just slowing up a bit.
I mean, it's a
'Cause
290-pound man in there.
Usyk is still looking fast
Yep.
in there. And if Fury is not coasting, not taking some time, things could get bad for him down the stretch here. Because Usyk
Starting to
ain't
get a little
slowing
giddy
up.
up. Not a lot happening here on either side. Ooh, good little combination from Tyson Fury. Right hand lands nice. Usyk trying to get inside. Now he's got Fury heading back towards the corner. Usyk just misses a big left hand. Follows with the right.
He's getting freaking Fury back to the corner though. And that's not good. It's not where you want to be, kids.
Little jab from Tyson Fury. There's another one. That one landed clean from the Gypsy King. Oh, big left hand from Usyk. That left hand over the top is starting to find its mark.
What's the crowd
Right to the
like,
body,
man?
left hand over the top. Oh, he tried it again, but he switched it up that time. Fury lands a couple. Jab and a left hook.
Fury is just not landing really any power shots anymore.
Yeah,
the last round and a half. There's been a few jabs in there, but nothing to really make Usyk concerned about kind of charging in and swinging at him. Also, Usyk's doing a really good job of cutting angles.
Yeah. He's trying to get in there. We got a tie up. Some dirty boxing from Tyson Fury. Referee separates, and that's the end of the round.
Well,
I'll give it.
I don't have to erase anything. This guy
that's an Usyk
was
round.
going right back to Usyk. 4-3.
I'll give it to Usyk.
Fury's still up on my card, but the Big Mo firmly in the champion's corner right now.
All right, Jed, you have to call the action for a moment.
I refuse. I'll leave everyone in the dark. Also, wow, Texas is just wailing on Clemson. Okay. Poor Texas. They can beat everyone that's not the University of Georgia Bulldogs. I am in the corners and getting highlights right now, y'all. Pretty good little right hand from Fury on this replay. But that left didn't land nearly as well as I thought in real time, actually, from Usyk. It's a little bit of a glancing blow. But the round kicks off and we're back to the action. And we're back to the dance we know here. Center of the ring, Fury sort of pawing that lead hand. Usyk working around the lead hand, trying to find his way to step inside, get something big. But Fury is in charge through the early start here.
He sure is. We got
you
some
didn't
movement
miss
there.
much.
I didn't think I would.
Little testers.
I heard you
early.
say. I heard you say that Usyk's left hand was not as devastating as we thought it was live.
It did.
Oh,
it
good
was
right
not.
hand from Fury.
Fury rolled the thing almost entirely off of him. Also, to answer whoever's question, it's 28-10 Texas over Clemson at half.
Oh,
Texas is wailing on them. My great ambition, Mike, and we're going to detour from boxing for a brief moment, is that UGA plays Texas in the national championship, and Texas goes undefeated except for the 3 times they fought UGA this year. It would make me really happy.
Oh, we got a collision of heads there?
Yep.
Is that what happened?
Looked like it. I'm not seeing any blood. Just pause to the action, make sure we know what's up, and let's get back to it.
Just a little annoyance. That's all it was.
Yeah. Look, sometimes you butt heads. And sometimes you butt heads 18 times and win your
the bulldog punch. Referee says no headlock into punches.
I mean, just the most illegal tactic that maybe exists in boxing other than a double leg. Just a full noogie punch. Gotcha. Well, this is a 1930s cartoon episode of Popeye.
Yeah.
Just
The Nolan Ryan Robin Ventura.
Oh yeah.
That was one of my favorite baseball moments of all time.
6 months sprawl training.
Some stance switching from Fury. This is a very close round. 40 seconds left. Let's see if someone can separate. And Fury lands a nice combination. He's got Usyk moving backwards a little bit.
Usyk,
good jab from Fury. Good jab from Usyk.
Becking him on. I mean, this is still up for grabs with 20 seconds left or whatever.
I think Fury's got a little bit of a lead here, but
I mean, Usyk trying to close the gap down the stretch here.
Final 10.
Oh, I don't.
Double jab from Fury.
I don't know how to score this round, Mike.
I'm going to give it to Fury because Usyk was throwing, but he wasn't landing a whole lot. I just think Fury landed more.
I'm going to stick with Usyk, but I don't feel good about that one. I do not feel confident that I'm correct, but I have it all square at 4 apiece now.
I have a 5-3 Fury, but the rounds that I've scored for Fury were all very close. But rounds that I've scored for Usyk were very clearly Usyk rounds.
No, round 5 was a clear Fury round, I thought. Round 6 was a clear Usyk round. I think Usyk has had like 2 clear rounds and Fury's had 1 clear round. And the others, throw them in the air, pick who you thought did better.
Yeah. Oscar De La Hoya getting
part of me wanted to just score that for Fury because at one point Usyk does the wave him on where I'm like, oh, that means you think you're losing. If you're talking shit, you don't think you're winning. Of course. I mean, these 60 seconds feel like they're going by just lightning fast.
Yeah, because we're in the middle of an interview and then they're like, back to you guys, and we're already 5 seconds into the round.
And the action is hot to start.
Yes, that is. Both guys landing big shots. Oh, Fury lands big. Nice right hand.
Yeah, when Usyk really decides he's going to make a brawl of it, Fury is having a ton of success in those phases. Like, he's doing if you're going to be punchable, if you're going to be here and inside, I'm a bigger man and I'll just brawl it out with you.
He's being a lot more disciplined about it. He's not leaving himself as open as he did in the first fight. Mm-hmm. His first fight, he was like dancing around and doing the Manel cop.
Yeah. He's feeling himself, putting on a show.
Oh, good rips to the body from Tyson Fury. Usyk with a nice left hand over the top that raises
I think this is Fury's best round since the 5th.
Yeah, he is. He's flowing out there right now.
I mean, he's found his range. He is getting reactions from Usyk too. The head nods, the
back to the paw jab.
Just that long arm. Just the father son. Stay away, son. Look, you can't hit me if I just put my hand on your head.
Oh, good uppercut from Fury. AJ,
how often do you hit your kid with that? With just the long arm?
It's one of my favorite moves.
It's the best move.
Just put it right on the head. Come on, son. Come on. Oh, good combination from Tyson Fury.
Yeah,
another one. Usyk's starting to wear it a little bit. That left eye looks like he's got some damage there.
Fury's having a round on him here.
He is. Another left hand from Fury. Yeah, he's got Usyk biting on a lot of this stuff. Yeah.
And just being in range to get hit a little more too.
Oh, did he ding him? Or was that that looked real low, but no stoppage of the action.
And Usyk not really complaining about it, so I'm guessing it was just on the belt line and acceptable. Yep. But assuming it was legal,
Fury.
It was very good.
Usyk with a good combination as Fury was hiking up his extra large shorts. Usyk starting to land now, trying to get some of that momentum back.
That was a
Fury
really
went
good
for
left hand
the
there.
home run. Final seconds. Jab from Fury. That's a Fury round for me. Usyk stole a little thunder at the end of the round, but that was an excellent Fury round.
No, that is undeniably a Fury round. I think it's his best round since the 5th. And I have it. 5-4 Fury. Heading into the 10th.
Big breaths from Oleksandr Usyk. There's that. Oh, there's that one literally right on the bell line. He hit him right in the logo.
He hit him right on the Everlast.
Yep, sure did.
It's not Everlast.
Or yeah, whatever the logo is.
The Usyk logo, but
good target practice. Just nailed it. And there's a left hand from Usyk. All right.
I love
we go
slow
to the crowd.
Replays because you
get ready.
Wet splatter.
Get ready. We're off. See, they just go right into the ring, and we're 5 seconds into the round. Just crazy.
I was too busy looking how handsome the Klitschko was. I think that was Vladimir, not Vitaly. Pretty sure it was Vladimir.
Isn't Klitschko fighting?
I have no idea.
Thought I heard
Vladimir. Vladimir's like a mayor in Ukraine, I believe. So I guess fighting, maybe he has different kind of fighting.
Yes. I love the little backhand jab from Fury. That has been a very interesting maneuver from him tonight.
So the Andrei Arlovsky special.
The little swat, yeah. Oh, Usyk with the cheeky little left hand on the break there. That was good.
Very saucy.
Very saucy. Always cheat.
Usyk is showing a little bit of swelling under that left eye of his.
Yep. And we're tying up here. Here in round
tying up is
10.
Just great for Fury, though, which is that's a problem for Usyk. He can't tie up because it's terrific for Fury.
Yeah, Fury continues to tie up, and he's getting Fury stepping it up a little bit. He's starting to throw a little bit harder.
You should start feeling pretty decent about your bet because I'm feeling pretty bad about mine right now.
I'm feeling pretty decent about both bets.
I should have taken the over 10.5, which I almost put a whole pile of money on. And then I was like, I don't really want to have that much action on this fight. And now I regret it because the over 10.5 seems destined to succeed.
Yeah.
There's only like minus
Usyk is favored via the live odds right now. Just
is he?
We're wondering. Minus 130, I think.
Interesting. We're heading to Splitty City. Like we are heading to Splitty City.
A draw would be fantastic.
Draw would be sick. I'm hoping for you. That'd
Plus
be so
1,400. Cool. I bet draw in like every Jake Paul fight.
I mean, one day.
Oh, good right hand from Usyk. Usyk starting to close the gap here. Might even have taken the lead.
Fury really trying to get the clinches, do the lay on him thing this round.
Oh, good shot from Usyk. See, what he's doing now is he knows Fury's going for it, and as soon as he appears to go for it, Usyk is just swinging with the left hand as hard as he can.
Punch hard.
Oh, Usyk with a good shot to the body. Right hand from Usyk.
Usyk is taking over this round for sure.
Yep. Counter uppercut.
Fury started well and had some momentum, and I mean, this just turned into
both guys trading here. This is fun.
This is just a rock'em sock'em fighting here.
Let's go.
You got Fury in there with the hands down, just slipping.
Yep. That's an Usyk round for me.
Usyk round. All tied up, boys and girls.
Fury's corner seems very confident. I have it 6-4 Fury right now.
5 apiece, 2 rounds, championship rounds, and all to play for. I do miss 15-round championship fights.
Is that Rocky Apollo style?
I mean, that just feels different. Like that just hits different.
You just need like the odd round.
Go watch the freaking 15th round not the 15th. It's the 14th round of Ali Frazier 3 is just unbelievable shit. The Legendary
Usyk
Nights on
is
Ali
up.
Frazier is the best. That's like
All
one of the
right,
best
here we go. We're off.
ever made.
We are off. Round number 11. Usyk complain about back of the head again. Referee says, "Man,
He is not going to
got
do a
nothing."
thing, sir.
Not now. You imagine if he took a point right now? That would be brutal.
He might not make it out of Saudi.
That's true.
Oh, maybe though, because I don't know. It depends on who they want to win. I assume everyone over there would like Fury to win, as it sets up the trilogy, which obviously is big deal.
They would love to have that. Fury comes charging in with an uppercut from I think it was like a video game uppercut, and then Usyk punched him right in the face with the left hand.
Yeah, when Fury charges in, good things don't happen. Good things happen for him when Usyk comes in on him and he can land his short stuff inside, or he can just have the jab working.
Short left hand from Usyk. Fury's a lot of arm punches from Fury. Throws a little uppercut, but Usyk just starts digging to the body with a combination. Back to the body with the left. Right hand from Usyk. Fury's definitely slowing down here in round 11.
He is, which could be bad news for him.
Usyk lands a big combination. Fury trying to answer with something. Trying to slow Usyk down. Fury flipping that jab out. Lands that one. Halfway
Maybe
through
Fury
round
is
11.
Conserving energy for the final 3-minute sprint that 12 will be.
Yeah. Oh, there's that backhand again.
From his friggin' kneecap, man. He was down here with that uppercut. It didn't work at all, but he was going for it.
That backhand jab is just so funny. And it lands every time for him. He did it again. Rips to the body. Usyk laughing at him. Short uppercut from Tyson Fury. Usyk answers. Now he's coming in. Fury's back against the ropes. Oh, Usyk with a big left hand. Capping off a nasty combination.
Yeah. Usyk championship medal in this championship rounds, Mike.
Jab
He's doing
from Tyson
the thing.
Fury. Oh, good left hand from Usyk. Beats him to the punch. Fury answers the short jab.
That left was fun.
Right hand from Usyk.
Fury switching too. Like that was.
Usyk trying to feint. Fury ain't biting, but he's just slowed down a ton.
Another
left hand from Usyk.
He does not have the same energy levels he did a couple of rounds ago, for sure. He keeps trying to wing this uppercut counter.
Tyson Fury at the end of the round. Wow. But that's an Usyk round for me.
For sure. 10-9 Us.
I get it 6-5.
I have Usyk
Fury.
up 6-5.
This 12th round could be special, my friends. This could be
if
a very
Usyk
special
wins,
round.
Mike, on your card, your draw bet will succeed. How fancy would that be?
It'd be pretty incredible. I would love for that to happen. It'd be exceptional.
If Usyk wins, he will win on my card, and then my Usyk bet will win, and I would also enjoy that.
Yes. Anything but an Usyk win would be great for me.
John Ray, Fury is not twice his size. We actually have the weights of them. They weighed in yesterday. He's about 60 pounds heavier. Not twice. I don't know why you think Oleksandr Usyk is 60 pounds.
Tyson Fury is not
Usyk
450 pounds. Yeah, Fury's not 452 pounds. He just isn't. All right, here we go. Round 12. We are underway. It all comes down to this.
Very much the winner of this could win the fight, could secure a draw. I don't know. Like anything could happen. The scores are probably
Fury
everywhere.
Rips to the body.
I mean, this should just be a 3-minute sprint from both dudes.
Yep.
Just
and it
everything
looks like
you got.
Be.
You may
Both
never
guys
have
landed.
to fight each other again. Just put it all out there.
Oh, good left hand from Usyk.
Yeah. Usyk is so good at boxing.
He's so good. Both guys chucking. Usyk is finding success. He is winning the exchanges right now.
And he's just throwing more than Fury is in him. Fury's throwing one or two, but Usyk is just letting his hands go until Fury is out of range. Just putting ammo downfield and seeing what hits.
Yeah, Fury's just, I love the Rob Font back of the head uppercut.
Just that dirty boxing, baby. That's the Tyson Fury calling card. Fury really uppercut mugging him up now.
We got to clinch.
Just making this brawl.
Yep, this is exactly what he needs to do because he's not at the same speed anymore.
Yeah, test the wills. I'm just going to shut down this space and just throw uppers and see what lands.
Yep. Halfway through. Good right hand from Tyson Fury.
The fact that Usyk doesn't look like he is slowed down at all after this freaking fight is unreal.
Combination from Fury. Usyk starts to land. Fury starting to throw too. They are going to war here. Good left hand from Usyk.
Final minute. Leave it all hanging out, boys. Let's get after
Usyk! Usyk lands a big combination. Big jab from Fury, but Usyk answers.
Usyk wants
my
this.
God.
My
God.
Wants this.
Fury firing back. AC Slater's loving it right now. Just loving it.
Turkey on his feet, feeling it. Turkey enjoying what he paid for. 30 seconds for eternity, boys. 30 seconds for eternity.
30 seconds for the next 30 years of your lives.
Champion forever. Tyson, you can be the first 3-time champion in like 20 years or whatever.
Oh, we're about to go, baby. 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Just bang it out.
This is it.
Bang it out.
Point to the floor.
Max
Point to the floor.
Let's go. Come on.
Point to the floor. Let's go.
Hug, or you hug it out.
The crowd is on their feet.
Come on.
Both guys try. Big left hand from Usyk.
Swing them.
And the fight is over. Wow. What a fight.
Mike,
Here he goes over and embraces.
I have a winner, and his name is Oleksandr Usyk. 7 rounds to 5. And still the functionally undisputed champion of the world.
Here's my official card.
I love that for you. I hope it's true.
Come on, baby.
I mean, that'd be pretty dope if it happened. I would not be upset. We get this fight again. I'll watch these two dudes fight forever.
Sure. That was just incredibly fun. It was just like a much different fight than the first one, which is even better, but still very fun to watch. Fury looks very confident. He's dancing around. There's his wife who, according to Tyson and her, Tyson didn't talk to her for 3 months getting ready for this fight. John Ray is saying draw. Wow, Mike. Is draw really a bad card?
Draw's a totally fine card. Difference between your card and my card is 1 round. Literally, you just flip around.
Cards are going to be everywhere here.
Cards are going to be everywhere.
It's going to be interesting. The thing with like high level boxing matches like this is you almost have to go back and watch it.
Matthew Craven says British telecast said Usyk needed a knockout in the 12th. I think that really just tells you how close this fight was, that you could have a lot of different views here. Because again, like I think there are maybe 4, maybe 5 rounds in this that are clear, either for Usyk or Fury, and the rest are just toss-ups, man. Like could be however you want. So a lot of range for an opportunity here. Alex, I agree. Joshua Fury does sell really well. There is
a huge fight.
I mean, it's a massive fight. There's a slight, just a minor issue And Anthony Joshua got knocked out by Daniel Dubois and is not the IBF champion. So that fight only happens if Fury loses.
Anthony Joshua has it 115-114 for Usyk.
How?
I think.
That's
Actually,
it
it
has
doesn't
to
even
be
say the
115,
names. It just says 115-114.
That can't.
Does he have a 10-10 in there?
I guess he could have had a 10-10, but that's the only way to get that.
All right, Michael Buffer is about to read off this decision here.
John Ray, I agree. Mike just wants to win the plus 1400 bet. And you know what? I want him to win too, so I'm okay with it. I don't have audio, so tell me what they say, Mike.
116-112. Unanimous decision for
UD.
Oleksandr Usyk. 116-112 across the board.
116-112. I mean, perfectly explicable. Across the board is interesting. Really thought there'd be a lot more whatever.
I thought it'd be more chaos on the cards.
Yeah. Really, really want to see what the AI said now so we can know if the robots are coming for our jobs, Mike. Sorry, Mike.
I hope they show it.
Surely they must, right?
Yeah.
Really, we don't know the true winner until the AI scores it.
That's true. The bet should be paid based on AI. And if AI scores it a draw, then I should win.
I could not agree more. Firmly in support of you.
All right. Well, Tyson has let's see what these guys have to say. I wonder if Tyson is going to call it a day.
No, because now we can get Fury Joshua finally. After Joshua's coming off the loss to Dubois, I think Fury's going to hang it up soon, but why would you leave that pile of money? The British, you do that in friggin' Wembley, unbelievable business.
Oh, there's the AI scorecard. 118-112 for Usyk on the AI card.
So the robots are not coming because that is close to being a bad scorecard.
They gave Fury 2 and 5, and that's it.
Yeah. That's not ideal.
No, they gave him 3 and 4. No, what did they give him? I don't fucking know. But they gave 118-112 is friggin' silly. Yeah, 2 and 5 is what they gave Fury, and that's it.
That's really, really deferring to Usyk in a way that I think is probably incorrect.
Yeah,
but ultimately,
that's the suckiest card I've ever seen.
Besides
50-45 Danny Sabatello against Rafael Stotts. that is the worst.
Stotts didn't do anything.
So now we know. We don't need to go to AI for judging.
I mean, I didn't need to know that. I was already pretty sure of that, but support it. Support that conclusion being drawn.
There are a couple of 10-10s in the AI scoring too, which makes that card even way worse.
I mean, I like 10-10s. I honestly kind of wish I could just do that in boxing. I super wish I could do it in MMA, but when I'm scoring boxing stuff, they're like every round that's really close, I just kind of be like 10-10. Show me something. Win the round,
I like to hear what these gentlemen both have to say. Maybe we get a Fury call out of Joshua. We will have a quick post-fight show after this as well, so stay tuned. And we'll just have a quick reaction. We'll get your reactions to this as well. Will not be a long post-fight show. That I can tell you.
We say that every time.
But we're only literally talking about one fight. That's it. There's nothing more to discuss.
I won't guarantee it'll be a short post-fight show because this is not my first day at MMAfighting.com. Great website. And you never know what happens.
We're going 35 minutes tops. Okay. I will make sure
I'll take the over.
I'm going to hit the post.
I'll take the over.
All right, we're going to hear from Oleksandr Usyk, who the robots feel won 118-112.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Usyk is having a hard time hearing asking him what he thought what the scorecards are going to read at the end. I win. I won. That's it.
Other than
It's not it.
I mean, obviously it'd be pretty good to set up a third fight because I'd be more than happy to watch them fight again. I do think after watching them fight twice, I feel Usyk is just better than Fury. I think he's a better boxer, certainly. I think Fury has some clear physical advantages, but I kind of like this. But we've been wanting Fury Joshua forever. Now that can happen. Usyk can fight Dubois. Dubois can get his opportunity again. Unify the belts again to do it. Be fine.
Yeah. I mean, this is a good result. Usyk can move on from this, and then, yeah, like you said, Fury can fight Joshua, and that might be
maybe
it
Fury
for
flatlines
Tyson.
Joshua, and they decide to do a third at that point.
They could.
Ooh, Fury was absolutely robbed, says Keith O'Toole.
Is this a face off?
What did Mr. Dubois say?
I want my revenge.
Well,
I want my revenge from the last time.
we all want
Stealing
a
the
lot of
moment.
We
Adeola
all wanna-
Depot just letting this happen.
Usyk doesn't seem particularly pumped about that. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, because he's like, asshole, get the hell out of here. Like, let me
dude, I
have this.
killed you. I killed you a year ago. Calm
This ain't
down.
Misfits boxing. Yeah, he did. Get your revenge. Isn't Dubois fighting somebody?
Surely not, right? I guess it could be. Hold on, let me look it up. I don't. If IBF has a freaking
Am I
mandatory
crazy?
for him, that would be dumb as hell. Oh, he is. Joseph Parker is happening in Feb.
What are we doing here? What? Why do that? That's that is a Jamal Hill move right there. To just go in there when you have a fight booked against a very good fighter, and then try to make your mark and steal a guy's moment. Like, that's crazy. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of what Dubois just did.
Let me make sure that this is happening in Feb.
Because I think there was like a cool video of them two like getting together and like hugging it out. Because they're both obviously here. Like a nice show of respect.
Yeah.
There
That's
will
weird.
be no post-fight interview with Tyson Fury. He is already beat feet.
I mean,
out of the arena.
I bet he gets to a presser and starts saying some wild shit.
That he won.
Oh, yeah.
I won every round. I won every single round.
He's going to say all sorts of things. Because that's the Tyson Fury we know and love, baby.
That's right. This is the longest post-fight interview I've ever seen.
Yes.
Usyk's a man of few words. Let's kind of let him be done with all of this and let him enjoy his massive victory. Dubois still in there, still being asked about. This is crazy.
Sausage behavior. Nothing will ever probably be as funny in combat sports history as Fury calling Tyson Fury a big sausage. It's just like, of the two of you, sir, one of you looks much more sausage-like than the other. Just a big sausage. And then he gets dropped by him and almost loses to the big sausage. It's the best. God, that was so much fun.
Usyk getting the cheers from whatever is left of this capacity crowd.
Capacity is a word you can use, I suppose.
Is what's happening?
Are we setting up another thing?
Is Frank
Warren?
Frank screaming robbery here? Is that what's happening?
Oh, probably. You have the audio, I don't, but Frank is always screaming robbery. When is Frank not screaming robbery? And then Usyk just has a sword. Usyk is parading around with
as
a friggin'
as
scimitar.
That's pretty cool. Frank Warren is screaming robbery, and Usyk has a freaking sword in the ring.
Put him to the sword, Usyk.
This is so weird. This is a very weird broadcast. All right. I think we could wrap this up and get ready for a very quick 35-minute or less post-fight show.
I like it. Let's rock. Stay here. We'll be back in moments, right?
Stay on the channel. We have another link set up for the post-fight show. So we're going to hop on out of here, and you guys can hop in there. And then we will do a quick post show. We'll take a bunch of your questions, your thoughts about what just transpired at Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia. And if you're just joining us and you're like, what the hell happened? Oleksandr Usyk defeats Tyson Fury via unanimous decision, 116-112 across the board to improve to 2-0 against Tyson Fury and likely putting the Gypsy King behind him for good. Congratulations to Oleksandr Usyk. Thank you all for checking out this Usyk versus Fury 2 watch party, and we will see you on the post-fight show on the other side. Thank you very much.
Love y'all. See you soon.